Hey everyone, Cynthia here with the Nameless Homestead, and it is officially our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. We uploaded our very first video in January of 2020. And I don't know how 2020 has been for you guys, but for us, it's been a wild ride of a year. I think it's been that way for most people I know. And January 1st, 2020, I had no idea how insane this year was going to be. I started this year with the goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers in our first year, and we've actually met that goal. We've actually exceeded it even by about 130 subscribers. So thank you all so much for coming along with us this year. I started this venture into YouTube as a way to document our journey of becoming homesteaders. But the channel this past year has become so much more to me than just that. We have met so many amazing people, virtually of course, and have grown our community by so much thanks to this channel. But enough with the mushy stuff. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video and into why you guys are here today. And that is so that I can share with you all the 5 things that I learned this year as my first year as a YouTuber. Let's start with search engine optimization, or SEO. Search engine optimization is a very boring topic off the cuff, but it's actually very important to the channel, and I feel like it's underutilized a lot by other small YouTubers. Basically, the point and the purpose of search engine optimization is to make it so that you are easily found in YouTube and that your channel is put out there into the algorithm and helps the right people find your content. Within that subject, 3 things are the most important parts of search engine optimization. One would be using lots of tags in the tag box. Really do utilize that. You have a lot of space to work with. Using hashtags in the first lines of the description box as you're setting up the video. And using keywords in your tags box, in your description box, and in your title that are all relevant to the subject at hand. If you're doing these things, you're making it more likely that people are going to find your content. For example, if I was making a video on animal husbandry, I would want to use keywords in the description of my video, in the tags box, and in the title of my video, so that my video is put in front of people who have those interests. Second is going to be titles and thumbnails, and this is an area I struggle in personally significantly. You want something that is clickable, but not clickbait. You want something that is interesting, but not garish or too try-hardy. Coming up with a title for a video is literally the hardest part of content creation for me. I default to very simple and upfront titles, and I absolutely hate it as a consumer when someone goes crazy with the title of the video or the thumbnail in order to make it super clickbaity. It's a complete turn off for me. But the fact of the matter is it works. I've seen it work for a lot of people. I still haven't given into the urge, I think, of falling into those old YouTuber habits of very clickbait titles and thumbnails. It's probably going to hinder my growth to a degree, but I would much rather have that slower growth that I feel comfortable with than start falling into those typical YouTuber things and not feel comfortable with what I was producing. Clearly, however, I've nailed it in the thumbnail department. Probably the most important part for me about what I've discovered in becoming a YouTuber this year is community development, and integrating yourself into communities that share your hobbies and interests. I've joined some groups and some communities this year in relation to homesteaders on YouTube that have been so incredibly important to me, so supportive, so loving. They give great constructive criticism, helpful hints when it comes to technology and common mistakes smaller YouTubers make. It's been invaluable to me. So find yourself some people, whether or not they're YouTubers or friends and family, or just a Facebook group of people with similar interests that you can bounce ideas off of, ask for constructive criticism, and support you along the way. Also, get good at receiving criticism in a healthy way where you don't end up getting in your feelings about the whole thing. Something else that I've really struggled with this past year is an addiction to the analytics. Analytics, if you don't know, are the graphs and charts that YouTube Studio gives you to help you measure your growth, your demographic, and your strengths and weaknesses. For example, I have a pretty sharp drop off in the first 30 seconds of my videos, which can tell me through the analytics that I need to do something about my intro and my hook. I kind of have a weak hook, I guess, and the intro maybe needs updated from its current rooster crow graphic. I guess people aren't super into that. And as helpful as these tools are in telling me the direction I need to go with my channel and making tweaks like that to help improve things like audience retention, I also have to keep an eye on how much time I spend staring at my monitor and going over the analytics with a fine-tooth comb, because there is a fine line here where obsessing over it can also become really unhealthy. Fifth on our list, but wildly important, is organization. I have so many Google Docs and files and calendar lists to help me stay on track. I've been using Google Drive to help me stay organized, Google Calendar to help me schedule videos weeks in advance so I don't get overwhelmed with what am I gonna come up with this week, and Google Docs to help me make lists of concepts as they pop into my head. Oh, and scripts. Yes. Not that my videos are actually scripted, but by sitting down and writing down a notebook or a Google document or whatever your preference is, the concept of the video and the points that you want to make, maybe bullet point style, or by writing out your thoughts, can really help to organize your thoughts ahead of time so you know what you want to talk about. And if you guys have watched my content for any length of time, you will know that I have a hard time staying on track and not going off on tangents or babbling for too long. So doing things or discovering the concept of kind of scripting it in a way, or doing bullets and preparing ahead of time what I want to put down in the video, I make sure that I don't go off on rabbit holes for too long, which saves a lot of time in editing, and that I actually say everything that I wanted to say about a subject. There's videos that I made in the beginning of this YouTube channel that I kind of wish, or think I even might, go back and completely remake, just because there's whole things that I'm like, I should have talked about X, Y, and Z topic within this video and I spaced it. So organization, coming up with some sort of system to help with all of those things has been a huge time and sanity saver this year. Becoming a content creator on YouTube has been a hell of a journey. Our goal for 2021 is to hit 5,000 subscribers and to really grow our community engagement. I would really, really love to see people commenting under the videos, having conversations with me. I'm always on for like an hour after I upload, and then I have to cut myself off because I'm hyper-focusing, responding to comments. I would love to see people having comments, not even just with me, but amongst themselves, and drifting back and forth through the various social medias that we use so that people can really grow together as a community and we share each other's experiences rather than me just talking to a camera. Becoming a content creator has also changed a lot about how I consume content on YouTube. Now I really understand things like tipping your YouTuber by doing things like liking the videos and commenting, even if it's just something like, hey, great job on that. It does so much to actually help the YouTube channel be successful and to put some money in the pockets of the YouTubers that are monetized. Hopefully we'll get there soon, guys. We're halfway through our watch hours, so hang out for the videos. We need 2,000 more watch hours before we're monetized. Oh, and doing things like not skipping the ads. There's a lot of YouTubers that, because I really, really love them, and I know that you have to watch so many seconds of an ad or it doesn't count and you don't get paid, or the YouTuber doesn't get paid, I will sit through advertisements for them. And that is probably the biggest expression of love you can send to a YouTuber. Which of course is a fantastic segue to, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing to our channel, and hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified the next time we upload. Have a lovely week, and I hope to see you all in the comment section.